Okay, guys, here I am to answer the silly questions. It's pretty dark. How about that? A little bit better? I don't want full light on me. I'm doing this pretty quick. I'm not, gonna think this a lot. Think through a lot. Okay, so I'm looking at it. Celestial Teapot. What realization or idea helped you leave religion? Briefly, I was raised Christian, Catholic, private Catholic schools all my life. It was hammered into my skull. I didn't even know there were other religions until, I don't know, at least my early teens. So, what happened? I'm in high school. I'm in 11th grade. This is 1992, I'm in 11th grade in high school. And this girl, I had a crush in. That's irrelevant to the story, but I thought I'd mention it. She was an atheist, and she actually had stood up in class and admitted it. This is a Catholic school run by nuns. So that took a lot of guts, and it shocked me at the time. I was already, I don't know, I wasn't satisfied with what religion or what it was, what my life was. And it's hard to explain, but she finally one day said, we're talking about this, and she said, you know what, you can question what you believe. And that just hit me like a freaking ton of bricks. And I was like, nobody ever said I could question it. So I don't remember the details, but I became an agnostic pretty quickly, and then the more I looked, it was every passing year I'm more and more skeptical and more of an atheist. Which state or region am I on of the United States? Well, assuming I'm in the United States, yes, I'm in Florida, but I'm not going to say anything in more detail than that. You can ask me in private, I guess. Which old Sangha Christian do I miss? To be honest, I thought about that one for a few minutes. Not really. I mean, I don't miss any of them. The ones that I can think of that are gone. I actually am glad they're gone from Sangha. On to Godfather of Green Bay. Is there any song for bass that proved too difficult that it made you quit? No, I've thought about it, but it's more like a, God damn it, I can't play this shit, so I'm gonna quit. But it's never, I'm really gonna quit. I did quit in 2007, but that was for a whole different reasons. Depression, it was a whole mess, and I just decided music wasn't doing anything for me. And I quit, and I sold my bass, and so forth. But, no, a song never did that. When did I start playing bass? 92. But I did have the inkling earlier, about 8th grade, which was, 90. And the decision was I was getting into hard rock and metal, and I wanted to play an instrument. And 7th or 8th grade, I don't know any better. I just know, I know guitar and drums and keyboard. I don't even know what a bass is. Which sadly is not a very uncommon thing in this musically ignorant world that we live in. So I was like, I don't want to play guitar. Everybody plays guitar, but in 7th or 8th grade, I'm like 4 feet. I'm really small, and I'm thinking drums is gonna be a bitch. So I was like torn about it, and then somebody loaned me a home video called Cliff Amal, honoring the bass player from Metallica that had passed away in '86. This is in '88, around '88, '89, that I got this. And that's a few points during the video, mostly live bootleg footage. They leave everybody. Everybody leaves the stage, and Cliff Burton is alone on the stage playing the bass, doing bass solos. And I thought, that's that doesn't sound like a guitar. That doesn't sound like the other guys. And when I asked around, they were like, "No, you fucking retard. That's the bass." I'm like, "That's it." Bam. Cliff Burton. Thank you, Cliff. Never looked back since then. Did I play any other musical instruments before bass? No, not really. I had a brief, I was forced to learn to play the recorder flute in ninth grade for a music appreciation class, but that never really stuck. I mean, no, I've only played bass. That's it. Next, LSP1. Would I raise my children Christian? No, I want to raise them to think. If they want to be a Christian, that's fine. But I'm not going to shove down any one specific idea down their throat. I know that was a joke, but I still needed to address it. Who's your favorite and least favorite bloggers on Xanga? Well, my favorites are people I like, and not even because of their immense writing abilities, but, like Pretty in Pink. She's really great. I like Gravy a lot. He's funny as all hell. Dane Dave makes some nice posts, with a lot of comedy, but also some really serious points when he feels like it, and he writes them well. I could go on. The Godfather, the motivation stuff and all that is fucking hilarious. But those are the ones that kind of come to mind just like that.